Primetime.
Primetime.
What time is it? Showtime, primetime.
It's XL Primetime, featuring Joe C.
I would clean that bone about as good as anything.
Matt Hayes.
The guys they had last year, terrible.
And Leon Searcy.
Mama know that when you get to camp, you ain't gonna see a lot of Big Daddy.
How you like me now? How you like me now?
You want to know who you ain't going to see a whole lot of the rest of the way in the NCAA tournament? Defending national champions. Gators go down last night. It sucked for any Florida fan who obviously saw this team crest up performance-wise in the right direction at the right time, late February, early March, and you're thinking, oh, yeah, baby. Number 1 seed, let's go get it. Let's see if we can't return as a national champion, and that all came crashing down last night, courtesy of the Iowa Hawkeyes. So that will definitely be one of the big talking points today right here on XLP. Thanks to Mokama Beer Company. They bring you Mondays right here on XL Primetime. They're up in beautiful Fernandina Beach and on the shelves whenever you're shopping for great craft brew. We'll be talking about them. But safe to say, the first number 1 that went out is something that we will focus on big time. How are the brackets looking, boys? Big Sirs, you were like way up in the bracket challenge percentile.
I was.
You were bragging about that over the weekend.
I was checking it religiously. I almost
and
praying
texting
over.
us religiously.
Yes, he was.
Exactly. I was proud of myself. Absolutely.
I think it's how many teams do you have left is basically how you
23.
do that. You have 23 left?
Yeah, 23.
Yeah, I noticed about Leon when he was texting us his update, like ESPN will give you your percentage correct.
Yeah.
But then it'll give right next to you the
ranking.
place you're in.
I don't know.
And I couldn't help but notice you had a very high percentage at 98.3, but you're currently ranked 469,000.
And I'm proud of it. Absolutely.
How did you
You're
guys
dang
miss
right.
that? How did you let Joe say that and not say anything?
Yeah.
It's the Sweet 16, and Joe just said he has 23 teams left.
Yeah. That's what. Yeah, I'm just waiting to see if you had the
None
math.
of you guys said anything to that.
I
I'm
just
new to
loved it.
college basketball.
Because you guys literally don't
it was a
care about
test.
college
It
basketball.
was a test. It was definitely a test. I love it.
You heard
I
me go,
love it.
really? 23? All right.
Oh, it's so funny. But more than anything else, I had Florida and Arizona in the national championship game. I had Arizona winning, but as most of the 10-10XL land in the bracketology, a lot of them had Florida at the very least in the Final Four, if not.
But I had
going
you in
all
the
way.
Sweet 16. You cost me percentiles, to be quite honest with you. You and Gonzaga are the only 2 teams that I didn't have in my Sweet 16.
Yeah, and Gonzaga was
Talking about
almost.
percentiles now? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Gonzaga-
Leon was the only one who didn't have Florida in the Final Four.
Who was
out
it?
of
Yeah.
all of us, right?
That's true. That's right.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, not nice. That's called vengeance, by the way.
Well, and also on the thread. Okay, last night, and you guys can appreciate this because look, I'm a Florida grad, Miami. With Leon Searcy, he was a Hurricane Hall of Famer, so the evidence is there as far as his fandom, and then my fandom. 7 years to get through college before I got that diploma.
But
And
you got it.
I did. I got it. And then the idea, the notion that I did not support Miami 100% in the national championship
No,
game.
I didn't need 100%. I just wanted you to hit your wagon.
No, I'm saying I didn't. I 100% admitted I didn't.
No, I just wanted you to hit your wagon. I didn't need you 100%.
And so Leon's like, there you go, Joe.
Exactly. I was all in with the Gators going to the national championship, winning in my bracket.
Because you are orange and blue to the death.
Yeah, well, at that particular time I was. I rode the wagon. I rode the wagon last year when y'all won the national championship from start to finish.
Because you were happy for them.
I was. Yeah, because the state of Florida basketball doesn't.
It's basketball, and you were just like, how cute is this? So this was exactly your text.
In the thread, it's perfect the way
I told Joe not rooting for my Canes in the championship game would cost him. Now look at you, losing to Caitlin Clark in the second round. Poetic justice.
Oh, you gigged me.
You threw that Ricky Funk on him, Ricky
Yeah,
Bobby.
you gigged me right where it hurt. So if you do want to blame me, Gator Nation, as far as the one that brought you down, it could be, or it could be the fact that no one was covering the wing on the three-pointer.
Crazy.
Okay?
Or it could be the fact that you missed like 5 free throws in the last 2 minutes, too.
And look, if there was going to be the Achilles heel, and I said it the whole way, it's not like I didn't think Florida had gotten right, but the one thing that I just kept like in the back of my head is that they just don't have enough three-ballers, enough three-point shooters to get you out of these jams. And it was obvious last night that they didn't have that. But more than anything else, they played out of control last night. Alex Condon was out of his mind, did not play smart. He played reckless, got himself in foul trouble. Both he and Chinaloo both were trying to be, I don't know, patrollers of the paint and enforcers, and it did not work.
I think you have last year's group had 3 legitimate guys who could not only create shot for others, but who could hit beyond the arc.
Yeah.
So when you've got 3 guys like that can do that, you are very, very, very difficult to stop with that kind of front court that they had. And now I don't think they had one. Now, so Boogie Flan could create.
Yeah, but he's
no threat offensively.
Right.
All 3 of those guys could create for others and the threats offensively.
Right.
And Thomas Howe could create. Mm-hmm. But again, if you've got one guy on your floor that can create, that's going to be a problem.
And so that was their undoing. There's no getting away from that part of it. So you Florida fans, let us know what you were thinking, frustration, where it came from. Did those guys play out of control? Hit us with any of those. 641-1010. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, because that's going to be the biggest one. St. John's getting past Kansas with a game winner. We went the entire weekend, or the first 4 days of the NCAA tournament, and there was only one buzzer beater.
Not just a buzzer beater, but like a very difficult buzzer beater.
Yeah, but
a drive leaning out and throwing up high off the glass.
Yeah, but like wouldn't you say though, Matt, that at the very least he had a clear lane, that they just kind of defended him?
Well, he created that clear lane too.
Oh yeah.
He beat him off the dribble immediately.
Like they're getting crushed a little bit for not having a guy that was coming from the wing to close.
I guess
and contest him. And then
first off, I never understand man defense at all. Anyway, in that situation, why are you playing man defense in that situation?
And I don't.
Why?
Yeah. Do you think they?
I don't understand why Florida. The 3 is the only thing that can beat you.
Yeah, it wasn't
Get
man
out to the perimeter.
Yeah, it wasn't man necessarily. They just put a body on the inbounder, on the inbounds pass, which was just
what Florida was doing.
Yeah, that was
Florida was definitely in man.
Yeah, I'm just saying that was the Achilles part of that.
Yeah,
they put somebody on the inbounder,
and he got beat.
Yeah,
and once he got beat, you're starting a fast break at that point because he beat his man. Now he's free and he's running.
Yeah,
and now what you're doing is immediately you should be protect the perimeter. If he drives and hits the shot, you're tied. You go to overtime.
I mean, if they were in man, why do you leave the man in the perimeter to go double team the ball?
That's the whole
I just
point.
didn't feel like they were in
the whole point.
I understand that.
Let him beat the guy off the dribble.
Yes.
If he beats the guy and he hits 2, you go to overtime.
Exactly. It's
you do not allow them to get a 3 off. And they did.
It really was that. And so now Todd Golden is being second guessed a little bit, out of control with everything that went on with the Alex Condon dust up, where he ripped the Iowa Hawkeye guy to the ground. Hawkeye guy looks like he's throwing a punch. They went over Hawkeye guy. They went over.
Start learning those names because they beat you.
Caitlin Clark is his name.
Yeah. Contreras, whatever his name is. It's just a Hawkeye guy.
You got beat by Caitlin Clark.
And so it was one of them. And so
so good.
And so that at that point, when you play out of control, you're going to be exposed, especially when you don't hit point blank opportunities in the paint around the rim, and then you don't hit the other ones from beyond the arc. The one thing that Florida had been able to count on really throughout this entire run was that they had guys in the paint that could finish the deal. Offensive rebounding, second chance points, all the things that you expected them to do. They didn't have it, really.
You know what's interesting is when I was in school, basketball was way a bigger deal for me. Way with Shinsis and Chapman. And now basketball's kind of like, all right, well, they kind of blew that. Should have got out there and guarded the perimeter. And football is more like where I'm like, okay. Well, you're more invested in football, and I get it. Football is a sport.
Football's always going to be.
Yeah. But it's different. Like my priorities have shifted as far as like what used to be my big thing, and it's kind of like now. Years ago I would have been really upset at that loss, just by the way they lost it, by the way they played poorly for 38 of the 40 minutes. They just played poorly.
Well, having won the national championship last season has to take a lot of the sting out.
It does, but the point is they had a team that could have done it again this year.
Yeah, I still think
true.
You check a box if you make it through the first weekend, as far as especially as a defending national champion. You go, okay.
That's embarrassing to not get even to the Sweet 16.
They were the last of the Final Four.
Well, actually, it hasn't happened since 2007.
Wow,
defending champion that hasn't won back to back has gotten to the Sweet 16.
Yeah, and so they lose to a 9 seed.
UConn and
after I know it was Prairie View, but I mean, just watching that hilarity on Friday night, you're thinking this team can score against this team can put up 100 against anybody in this
And
tournament.
you went from a disappointing game, kind of a lousy effort against Vanderbilt to get bounced out of the SEC tournament, and then this convincing win against Prairie View, and you're like, okay, they're back. They're back exactly where they need to be, and they were
rusty early. It was like 19-17, and you look up and it's like 60-17.
Yeah, and they absolutely
it was such a joke.
They smoked them, and JJ and I, we were joking about this, but on Hard Rock Bet,
at halftime,
it was at the half, 51.5 point favorites,
and they still covered.
And it was just unreal. And at that point, Leon was trying to get us all in on the plus 35. Taking Prairie View, and
no, he wanted you guys to take Florida.
Yeah, that's just saying. He wanted plus 35.
He was going to give the 50, right?
No, just plus 35.
On Friday, it was 35.
I wasn't even taking a 50.
Right, and we were joking around. We're not biting it. And then about that time, I'm telling him, okay, I'm in, that kind of stuff.
Scared money don't make money.
The old Billyism.
So here's the other one.
Somebody said that once.
Yeah.
This is plus 1,200. Okay, plus 1,200. I took 8 teams. Basically all money line, took one team getting points, which was Texas. And then I needed to add one more just to get a little more juice to it. I took Florida.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
It's always your own team that does you in.
It's just ridiculous because you had all these other teams like we were talking about. Chalk ruled the day.
So Friday, let me give you this stat.
It's the fan in you, Joe. That's what gets you every time.
Friday, it was the chalkiest of chalk.
Yeah.
Every single favorite, not necessarily the higher seed,
the betting favorite,
but
the betting favorite won every single game outright. Yeah. Like the tournament with the Cinderellas, I know we started out with high point, pun intended, but that was it, man.
They're all power conference teams now in the 16.
Right.
And High Point gave us a good share, not just one game, but another really good game as they went right down to the wire against Arkansas. And so let's look at all of them coming up here in just a second. Mokamba Beer Company Monday. We'd love for you guys to hang out with us. Jump on YouTube. You can catch the stream. If you're driving around, you listen on the app, you're in the office, whatever it might be, hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosure, 641-1010. If you have 23 teams that are still left, we want to hear from you. So let us know how you're looking bracket-wise heading into the round of 16.
XL Primetime, driven by Big #1 Duval Ford, the #1 place to buy your next vehicle.
Duval. This is former Jaguars corner, Aaron Beasley. You're listening to 1010 XL, Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Home of the Jaguars.
Leon Sersa here, your lemon pepper guy. You know Wingstop always delivers. And I'm not talking about their cook-to-order, hand sauce and tossed chicken sandwich and your choice of 12 mouth-watering flavors. I'm not talking about their house-made ranch. So good, nobody will blame you if you double dip. I'm talking about Wingstop delivers straight to your door. And did you know they're open till 1 a.m.? So visit wingstop.com and use the app to get the flavors delivered right to your door, late night, only at Wingstop.
Hey, Jacksonville, David Garrard here. If you want a street-legal golf cart that's built with quality and style, check out Dynamic Drives and Designs in Jacks Beach. They have new, used, and fully customized carts from the top brands like Atlas, Dodge, and Pilot Car. Every cart gets a complete expert inspection, so you know it's ready to hit the road. Their team can help you design the perfect custom cart that fits your style and needs. For your custom golf cart, visit dynamicdrivesdesign.com today and see your perfect ride.
Life is about choices and the decisions you make. I'm David Robbins with Epstein & Robbins. If you're convicted of a DUI, you'll have to face severe consequences. Walking through the doors of the courthouse or appearing at a bond hearing can be extremely intimidating. Without the right lawyer, you're likely to make the wrong decision. Let our team help you make the right decisions in court. Epstein & Robbins, the right choice.
Epstein & Robbins. Fighting for your rights since 1975.
If fishing is in your DNA, hop in the boat with Captain Kevin. It's the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show. Brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss and Royal Pest Services.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
Not everyone is built for a cubicle. At Local 234, apprentices get paid to learn hands-on skills like plumbing, pipe fitting, HVAC, the stuff Jacksonville runs on. No endless lectures, no massive student debt, just hands-on training, real jobs, and real pay. This is how you level up, by doing work that actually matters. Check them out at UA234.com. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Local 234. Make the right connection.
If you've been in an auto accident, you can count on the experts at San Jose Collision to return your vehicle to pre-accident conditions. San Jose Collision can also provide a fresh paint job to freshen up your vehicle or completely change its appearance. They can paint and repair all foreign and domestic cars and trucks. When quality and professionalism are important to you, trust San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
What if the next roof you put on your home was the last one? Not another replacement in 15 or 20 years, the last roof. Metlock Roofing is Florida's only manufacturer and installer of this exclusive roofing system. Engineered for strength, built for Florida weather, backed by a lifetime warranty. Imagine never needing another roof. Call 938-9933 or visit metlokroofing.com. Get your last roof today with Metlock. License number CCC 1335581.
When you hear Florida Gators baseball on 1010XL, it's brought to you by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors, Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville, and by the personal injury attorneys of Farah and Farah.
Hey, it's Brent with Arcosa Crushed Concrete. If you've got concrete or asphalt rubble on your site, let me buy it from you, and I will recycle it into construction material for your future projects. Arcosa Crushed Concrete. Get paid for what you don't need.
This is Mark Nato. My son Justin injured his hand playing baseball for JU. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists performed surgery just a few days later, and within 5 weeks, he was cleared to play in the ASUN baseball tournament. Our family has trusted Southeast Orthopedic Specialists for years. For any orthopedic injury, let Southeast Orthopedic Specialists take care of you too.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Sturks with the catch. Sturks bounce pass to the corner. Bulgaris for three. Oh! Time to play!
Florida's got no timeouts.
Iowa takes the lead by one. Condon will inbound it to Lee. Lee across midcourt. Lee speeding toward the basket. Lee leaves it underneath. That's it! Iowa, for the first time since 1999, will head to the Sweet 16.
Mondays on XL Primetime, brought to you by Mokama. Check out their great craft in the tap room in Fernandina Beach.
So I consider the coach of the Iowa Hawkeyes a former cast member of The Office, okay? He looks like he wants to climb the corporate ladder. He thinks he might be able to be worthy of a leadership and management position, but he just doesn't have the confidence. That's the way he looked. And yet he was able to outcoach Todd Golden and get his club into the Sweet 16. Iowa beats Florida. Florida, that last however many seconds, what'd they put?
4.5.
Yeah, 4.5. And the trip up the right side, they basically defensively just herded Xavier Lee all the way to the furthest point and then dribble through. And then he just tries to throw it inside to Houck with 3 or 4 guys draped on him. Like, maybe stop and pop at that point. Alex Condon
Even if he catches it, he doesn't have enough time to put up a
No,
shot.
and Condon was trailing, and you might have been able to throw one back to him and then just see if he could loop it up there. Anyway, it was not pretty.
It wasn't. I
Simple as
don't
that.
blame him. I don't blame that though. It's
Yeah.
you got to hit free throws. Man.
Oh, yeah.
You got to hit free throws and you got to cover the perimeter.
Think of how many they missed.
Two critical
Matt.
things in literally the play prior.
Mm-hmm.
The play prior was cover the perimeter. The play prior to that was Brown missing 1 or 2 free throws.
Right.
You got to hit those free throws and you got to cover the perimeter. I don't blame Xavier Lee for any of that.
No. And again, I'm being critical at that moment because
yeah, of course.
they did not get a shot
It
off.
was a comedy of errors is what it was.
And it really was. But if you give me the free throws, if you have them right there in front of you, because
I don't know. I mean,
think
like
I've
the
got
last.
them here. I'm just trying
I'd
to
have to
find
look
them.
up the box score. But I mean, they missed free throws. They missed front ends in the last 2 minutes too. Like, you can't do that. If you're gonna, they were so successful last year. They came back from so many deficits. I think 3 times in the tournament, or at least twice from double-digit.
Well, here's the other thing.
deficits. Because they made free throws and they made big shots.
All right, Hal hit 11 of 12. That's good. Condon 5 of 9. Okay, you can't do that when what you're trying to do is if you're a big man, you're trying to draw contact, you get to the line, you're going to sink some free throws, you're going to make them hurt, make them pay. He was 5 of 9, so basically just barely above 50%. Boogie Flam was 50% on free throws. And how about the other part of this? Ruben Chittilum never got to the line.
He was fouled out. That's why.
Never got to the line. And so you can look at a couple of guys. Xavier Lee never got to the line. And so those are the things that drive you a little crazy.
Let's look at the play-by-play here, okay?
By the way, they finished 20 of 27 from the line.
Mm-hmm.
Iowa, 14 of 22.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then if you look at the three-point shots for Iowa.
Iowa only shot 29% from three, 7 of 24.
Yeah, and so I think maybe at the half, it might have been 3 of 13, something in that neighborhood. Bottom line is we know that the dagger from the Hawkeye guy that was able to knock it down. So the Big Ten, 6 of the 9.
Hang on. So Isaiah Brown, he missed the free throw, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's
Alvaro
right back in.
Folgaris.
He's right. I was just going to finish this. He's right back in.
I am because you asked me for it, so I'm giving you what happened.
All right.
I mean, that 3 from Thomas High was terrible. That was an awful 3 he took. Then you had the turnover and Boogie Flam with a bad pass. It was a comedy of errors in the last 2 minutes.
It really did. It was, and by the way, Matt, it wasn't just a comedy of errors with that. You can go through some other stretches that Florida had where they just looked not lackadaisical, just off, and easy layups, easy stick backs, stuff like you would expect them to do on a normal basis. The return on what they did with offensive rebounds had been great this year.
Right, but you get in the tournament and you're in the last 2 minutes in the tournament, it doesn't matter how talented you are.
Yeah.
It starts to get a lot of pressure, man.
You tighten up.
A lot of pressure.
You tighten up, but it wasn't even the last couple of minutes. It was basically the entire game when you talk about
I think they probably always thought they'd turn it on. They'd, pull away from them, and they never did.
Right. Well,
I think the biggest lead they got in the second half was, 5 points?
Yeah, but they, at the very least, they had that run where they did get back on top. They hadn't led since, 11-8 early in the game. And so all of a sudden, kind of what you're saying, they're thinking, okay, we got this now. And then they didn't.
Or maybe
Iowa
65-61, I think was the most they were
somewhere like that.
And then
Iowa went down and hit a
back.
bucket.
Yeah.
And so 6 of the Big Ten's 9 teams that made it into the tournament have advanced to the Sweet 16. So 6 of 16 for the Big Ten braggers out there. And look, they want to say that they got the best conference in college basketball. They got 9 in the tournament. They got 2/3 of that moving on to the Sweet 16, and that includes are you going to adopt Nebraska as your club?
I'm going to have to because y'all tried to talk me out of it.
Nebraska ball, huh?
You told me Nebraska hadn't won the tournament game since their existence.
It was true.
Right?
Had never won one.
So I picked them to go into the Sweet 16.
They play Iowa.
It's a showdown.
Those are
that's
Big Ten football powers.
Bitter rivals.
Yeah, this is Kirk
that
Ferentz.
game's going to end 6-3.
Yeah, this is Ferentz versus
14
Rule.
punts by each team.
This is real.
Yeah.
Okay. I told you that Matt Rule was finally getting some respect, bringing Nebraska back. Ferentz, what is he going to be able to do?
Who do you guys think is like the best team that you saw all weekend? Like who's left, obviously.
Bro, I saw Iowa State, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Iowa State.
Against Kentucky.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a dismantling, bro. It wasn't even close. Michigan played well, too. The 2 most impressive teams I saw over the weekend was Michigan and Iowa State.
I would agree with that. Like,
I kind of go Iowa
State,
Arizona.
Iowa State literally took Kentucky to the middle floor, pulled their pants down, and spanked them.
Yeah, the woodshed.
In front of everyone.
It was terrible.
And the other one is that sneaky good is Texas.
Yes.
A double-digit team that they're the Cinderella this year. What was it last year? Arkansas with Calipari was the, quote, Cinderella last year.
They've already won 3 games.
Yeah, because they were a double-digit team.
Are they 11 seed?
Yeah. They played Purdue.
And Texas came through the first 4. So that's what we were talking about last week.
13 out of 14 years, we've had a team from the first 4 make it to at least the Sweet 16.
Right.
No, at least the round of 32.
Exactly.
And now they're in the Sweet 16.
Yeah. Right. And honestly, they're impressive. I thought, and Gonzaga is a team that is so used to being in the Sweet 16, what Mark Few has done, and he probably looked at it and said, we got this, but they didn't.
Yeah, see, I'm going to start picking Gonzaga now because now I go for the logo, and they always disappoint. Because I had them in my Elite 8, at least my Sweet 16.
They're the most overrated basketball school in all of basketball.
You could easily make that argument.
Yeah.
Because they play in an easy conference. They clearly dominate their conference.
Yeah.
Every conference they've been in. And now they'll go to the Pac-12 and they'll dominate that one too because there's no good basketball schools there either. And then they typically get to like the round of 16, or sometimes the 8, and they're out.
All right, so fire up the Jeopardy music, JJ. The most Sweet 16 appearances since 2020. Okay? Most Sweet 16 appearances since 2020. Who has them?
I'm going to say...
I'm going with Tom. I'm with Tom Izzo.
I'm going to say the team with the longest streak of making the tournament, right? Purdue.
All right, so I think we had Purdue
because
with
they've been
one
out
of our...
early a lot. I'm going to go with the Zags, actually.
We had Purdue in one of our questions last week as far as the number of appearances.
Yep, in a row.
So they're among the top 10. They have 4 Sweet 16 appearances since 2020. You mentioned...
That's pretty dang good.
Michigan State's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
That's a good
Gonzaga,
guess.
did you
I'm
mention?
going with the Zags,
I said Michigan State.
You said Michigan State. Gonzaga also has 4.
That's it?
Yeah, since 2020.
It might be Florida.
Michigan State has 3.
No, because Florida got bounced a couple years ago pretty
Florida,
early,
too. They went to the Elite 8 like 4 years in a row.
Whatever his first year in the tournament, they lost in the first round to Arizona State.
Right, but since 2000,
somebody he doesn't know what he's doing.
I'm gonna guess Florida's had 9.
No,
dude, since 2020,
I
there's
thought
only
you
been
said 2000.
6 years.
No.
See, that's why I said Gonzaga. I thought you said 2000. I heard 2000. Sorry,
JJ. We know.
I heard 2000. Sorry.
You're doing
since
your
2020.
right
Hang
now.
on.
Since 2020.
Since 2020. All right, let me give you a different guess then. Since 2020.
That's why I gave you Purdue with 4 since 2020 is pretty dang good.
Yeah.
Gonzaga since 2024 is pretty good.
I said Baylor.
Sparty with 3 since 2020.
Is it Iowa State?
No. I'll give you a couple of they're not bottom feeders, but they're
Kansas.
just outside the top 10. UCLA, UCLA has 3. Did one of you guys say Iowa State? Iowa State has 3.
What about Kansas?
You know who else has 3? Creighton.
Whose coach is about to retire.
He just stepped away and is retiring. Michigan has 4, along with Purdue and Gonzaga. The great Rick Barnes has 4. Okay.
For some reason, you haven't responded. I've said Kansas twice now.
Rocky Top. I'll respond at the end when you never hear their name called.
Oh, nice.
Rocky Top has 4. The Blue Devils, the Arizona Wildcats also have 4. So you got a bunch of teams that are basically tied, 6-way tie for 4 Sweet 16 appearances since 2020. Then you move up to 5. Arkansas.
Wow, is that it?
That's with or without John Calipari.
It's pretty good.
Can I give you another one?
Because who was the dude there? Was it Musselman?
Musselman, yeah.
Yeah. So Musselman
Great
and Calipari have totaled 5.
What about
2020.
UConn?
Also a good
no,
one.
they're
Wow.
not. UConn is down there in the 3 neighborhood. Okay, so at the very least,
they got bounced by Florida in the second round last year. Okay.
So at the very least, UConn is in there with 3.
Wait, is it Texas Tech, maybe?
No.
No?
So Arkansas has 5. There's one more that has 5, and then there's one more that has the most, which is 6.
Which is every season.
Every season.
Wow.
So then it's not Kansas. Kansas probably has 5. Whoever this.
Houston.
Again, Kansas is not going to be
Houston.
mentioned.
That's a good one.
Houston.
Oh, Houston.
And the other 5 tripper, Nate Oates' bunch.
Alabama.
Yeah.
They also look good.
And Alabama
They also look good.
Texas
Without Toppin, to be fair.
Yeah.
Texas Tech.
Yeah, you're right. But think about this, Matt. Not AJ. It is AJ. Yeah, AJ Toppin had been out for what? A month and a half, maybe.
Not that long.
Let's just say a month then. He's been out for a while. And anyway, they had to kind of recover from that. Think about the other teams that, like Louisville, lost their guy going into that game and played Michigan State pretty tough toe-to-toe. Obviously won the first game against South Florida. There have been other teams, obviously is what I'm saying, that are missing players and have been able to react to it well. Texas Tech just got smoked.
Speaking of missing players, do we have an update on our weed head from Alabama?
Let's see here.
They clearly don't need him.
Okay.
I don't know where the student body is right now. We do need to check on that because I think they basically said, hey,
When's
student
the
body,
ruling?
we think we can get to the Sweet 16. Then it's going to be up to you.
I don't know.
to see
You
how
roll
far we
anybody
go.
by 30 in the round is 32.
Yeah.
You may not need that guy.
Yeah. Well, the way they did play that game, true. But
you hit 19-3. What, they have 19? Is that right?
Oh, they went nuts.
I think they had 19 threes.
Yeah. They want Holloway back if they can get Aiden back in a uniform, they 100% will. Cornhuskers entering the tournament, the only power conference team without a men's March Madness victory. So not only did they just barely win their first as a school, only power conference team, Big Sirs, without a March Madness win. And so they snapped their 8-game tournament losing streak with the first round.
That's so funny. They've only been 8 times, too.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. So anyway, Vanderbilt gets knocked out by them. That was a great play where they were able to score right there at the end and ended up their version of a buzzer beater.
Alabama's hit 31 threes in 2 games.
Whoa. Yeah, you're right. They may say, hey, kid, we're good. We're good. We'll see whether they rule him or not to become eligible once again. He have 2 pounds of marijuana.
He was probably smoking out the whole team. I mean, like, just him not being around is good.
Yeah,
they're more high energy now.
Cheaters got a tough game this time.
Yeah, they're all instead of high, just high energy is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
They're 10.5-point dogs against the Wolverines.
Yeah, that's going to be a difficult ask.
That one is Friday night.
Yeah, let's go through a couple of those just as far as the matchups. Like you guys just mentioned that Friday night one. We'll give you some odds and times and all that kind of stuff of the other games coming up. We got to get into a couple of pieces of NFL news, including Jackson Smith and Jigba. We'll do that coming up. Mocama Beer Company Monday. You can find them in beautiful Fernandina Beach, just as you're entering the historic area, South 8th Street. Beautiful tap room, old 50s car dealership, and they are chock full of delicious craft brew. Of course, you can go in early, get coffee. They got a breakfast menu. They've got lunch and dinner. They got entertainment. They got little arts market, all kinds of things happening all the time. Just check out Mocama.com and look for the Mocama Beer Company.
XL Primetime from the big #1 Duval Ford Studios. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
That's the buzzer. And on Hard Rock Bet, buzzer beaters mean bonus bets. Every time a team you bet to win or cover hits a game-winning buzzer beater, you score a $25 bonus bet. An extra $25 on top of your winnings. Just opt in and bet $5 on any team. As many teams as you want, all tourney. Win bonus bets at the buzzer. Only on Hard Rock Bet.
Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. Tell me if this is you, because it definitely was me. I go to bed thinking, tomorrow morning I'm going to wake up early, jump in that ice bath I just bought, have a good breakfast, go for a morning walk, and order a veggie for my side instead of fries. Then the morning arrives, I press snooze, skip everything else I planned because I'll do it tomorrow. But that's the Awaken 180 difference. Tomorrow is today. It's so easy, you'll want to do it. Your coach will be there to help you do it. You won't want to let her down. Accountability, ease, feeling great, that's the Awaken 180 difference. Now you can download an app, Google a weight loss plan, or buy the latest gadget. But who actually helps you follow through when you couldn't do it before? I lost 40 pounds with Awaken 180, and it was easy. No meds either. I couldn't lose 5 pounds in a month on my own. Awaken 180 works and continues to work because it's set up to not let you fail. So let's lead like we did at Awaken180weightloss.com. That's Awaken180weightloss.com.
If your lawn took a beating this winter, listen up. Prosser here for Julington Creek Pest Control. They've just started the first of 3 rounds of premium granular fertilizer. No cheap liquid fertilizer here. Custom blended for Northeast Florida lawns. Their certified technicians apply slow-release nutrients. Rebuild your lawn thick, strong, and green over time. Plus, they protect your home from pests and termites. Call Julington Creek Pest Control today. Our family serving yours since 1984.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too. From Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Hey, gang, Prosser here for my friends Chad and Sandy. What are your concerns? What struggles do you anticipate when it comes time to sell your home? What is it that bothers you? What's keeping you from getting max money as quickly as possible? Well, I don't know what those reasons are because I know they're all silly. Because Chad and Sandy have one down-to-the-line guarantee. Your home sold guaranteed, or they will buy it. It'll be at a price and a rate that you agree upon beforehand. So if you need to sell now, fast, easy, stress-free, and you need max price, then you need Chad and Sandy. The government's making moves intended to push mortgage rates lower. The last time rates dropped, we saw a selling and buying frenzy. Now's the time to prepare. It's time to call Chad and Sandy. Darcy in San Jose did. I wanted to move to a more walkable, vibrant area. Within 3 days of working with Chad and Sandy's team, I found the perfect home. They do it stress-free with a guarantee. Go to chadandsandy.com or call 414-6200. That's chadandsandy.com.
Like many football fans in Jacksonville, I love defense. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett, and I'm here to tell you that defense in the courtroom is important as well. That's because penalties for DUI are much more serious than penalties on the gridiron. If you or someone you know is facing a DUI, call us for a free case analysis now. Know before you blow 858-9818. Put my more than 20 years of experience to work for you. Office is Jacksonville, serving all surrounding counties. Call 858-9818 or go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. That just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC.
All right, this happened a little bit earlier. Jackson Smith and Jigba, Super Bowl MVP, Super Bowl winner, is now the highest paid wide receiver in all of football. $120 million guaranteed, $168 million, and he's now making $42 million a year.
First off, Big Sirs, $120 guaranteed.
Good for him.
It's all. It really
it is good for him, man.
So when you're looking at highest
His box
paid,
office,
highest
he was
paid,
the best wide receiver in the NFL last year.
Non-quarterback.
Yeah.
And you go now. It basically is, and correct me if I'm wrong here. It's rush-ins, wide receivers, almost more than rush-ins and tackles, is it not?
Yeah.
That's basically what it's become.
Yeah.
Because that dude is guaranteed $120 million of it, and will average 40 plus.
He's a bad man now. He's absolutely bad. He had, 1 year left on this deal? Makes sense to pay him now. You know, not make him wait. And he was the offensive player of the year. And we got some glimpse of him last year.
He was the number 20th pick overall in the 23 draft.
Yeah, he was a bad man.
So this is his third off season. Yeah. And so, heck yeah. And so you can go down the line with the guys that are being paid at the top, and you have the Jamar Chases. Now he's in that company with Justin Jefferson, and then you can go to the rush-ins, the Myles Garretts of the world, with some of the other guys.
Well, see, that's the type of guy that we need here. A clear-cut number one who get it done week in and week out.
Yeah. So there is 3 guys in the league, non-quarterbacks, who are paid higher than him. Could you name them? They are all edges, like you said.
Okay, Myles has to be?
No.
No.
Myles makes 40. I don't think he makes 42.
Okay.
They're edges that Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons.
Yeah, because he just got in with that big deal.
There's 2 more.
2 more?
One has really short arms. He's probably terrible.
Okay.
Hutchinson.
Oh, okay.
And then Nick Bosa.
Okay.
And that's not by year. That's just the value of their contract overall.
I'd love those short arms right now. On the edge.
Yeah, you would.
On the edge here.
Yeah, it's classic. And we will see what the short arms look like for Ruben Bain today. He's a little over an hour away from Pro Day taking place down there in Miami. But, yeah, the short arm discussion will live on after this Pro Day and then as we get closer and closer to the draft. So
I do have a quick 40 time for you. Speaking of Pro Days, quickly, LSU's is going on before Miami's. The number 1 cornerback right now is probably going to be Mansour Delaney. Is that how you say his name? Yeah. Amazing name. 4.38 in his 40.
Sub 4.4. You do that, you're doing work.
He's a top 10 pick.
Now, is that electronic or is that clock held?
That's got to be handheld.
Yeah, because Miles was 4.92. Clock handheld.
You got a little help from Keo.
I would live off of that forever.
Keo gave you a little help on that one. You know he did, man. He did.
I'll take it all day.
Yeah, I would live off that forever. So in Jigba,
Art probably went 1,001 go.
Do me another favor, JJ. I should have looked this up, but the receivers that were taken in the 2023 draft before Jackson Smith-Njigba. Because, look, we argued about this, and there have been so many good wide receivers that have come out of Columbus, Ohio. It's crazy how many good ones are out there right now. The Garrett Wilsons, the Olaves, the Marvs, you can name them. And we all thought that Marv was better than all of them. And then we're going to say Jeremiah is going to be better than all of them. And then Jackson Smith-Njigba, when he was
the first one taken, actually.
Yeah, he was?
Yeah,
Okay,
it was
okay.
late. It was the 20th pick overall, but he was the first one
All right,
taken.
that's interesting. I wanted to know that. I'm glad you looked that up.
Not a great class.
Okay.
Quentin Johnston, Zay Flowers, Jordan Addison, Jonathan Mingo.
Yeah, so nothing.
Marvin Mims.
Nothing crazy.
Rasheed Rice, yeah.
Because we have had runs, obviously, where teams have picked receivers a little higher than that.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can go back to what we just mentioned, the Marv Harrison draft that Brian Thomas Jr. was a part of and all the other guys that were a part of. But he was the first one off the board in 2023.
So they took him at 20, and then
Yeah.
immediately 21, 22, 23 were all wide receivers. It's so funny how that happens in the draft.
Yeah. In this team, if you are trying to reckon back to when they picked 20th overall, they got Caleb Von Chason. That was their selection back in.
Is that not good?
It didn't
He was
work
good
out.
last year.
It did not work out for this team as
Is
you
that
would have
bad?
hoped. Yeah, as you would have hoped. That's for sure. All right, so we mentioned when a guy like that gets his deal, let's at least do a quick comparison. And this makes the Jacoby Myers deal look a little bit better, does it not? It's not like we're talking about the same cat, same productivity, nothing like that. I'm just simply saying Jacoby Myers came in, made a lot of big plays for this football team, really served as kind of the uptick offensively that this team was looking for. Trevor started dealing and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, he's half the cost of what Njigba is.
I mean, Jacoby is more resourceful. Okay, he kind of, it was a healing process that was involved in him as far as the room with the wide receivers because there was so many. He brought stability. Let me just say that he brought stability to the wide receiver room because all we were talking about before he got here was alligator arms, not running complete routes, giving up on this, that, whatever. It was having problems with Trevor was dealing with these type of issues when he shouldn't have been doing. So bringing in a guy like that, veteran savvy guy, but brought stability, and they paid them accordingly. We don't have anybody on our team that's a legit number one that has the talent or the speed that Njigba does. I mean, if we did, we'd pay him.
Yeah,
we don't. So I mean,
there's not a $40 million wide receiver rolling around Duval right now.
Right now, no, absolutely not.
And you would have hoped Brian Thomas Jr. would have followed year one with year two and would have been that dude.
Yeah.
But he's not right now. And then Parker Washington, size-wise, maybe kind of the same guy, but not as cat quick, but a very productive player. He's also going to get himself a nice deal.
And two genres, not in receiver and in special teams.
Yes, because he can do both of those. He's got himself a skill set. He's proven valuable. He stays, for the most part, pretty dang healthy. And so, yeah, he's also going to get paid. He's one of the next guys that's got to cash in with this football team. They only have less than $7 million right now in cap money, cap space. They still got to figure out the rookie salary pool and all that kind of stuff. But Parker is going to be the next guy. If he goes out and balls again, who knows if they'll have a deal for him before the season starts or not. Not quite sure about that.
I think it depends on what happens, like with the draft, and if they trade someone before the draft, a certain tackle before the draft, and get rid of that contract. I think you might see them sign him.
Yeah. So you're saying
honestly.
That Walker Little gets
moved.
I
think because do you really want to let him? What if he has another huge season?
Yeah.
You really want to let him go because he will go at that point. At that point, he's going to say, "All right, I'm going to test it now."
Right. Yeah. He'll be costly. He's going into his fourth year, all that kind of stuff. All right. You guys let us know what you're thinking about that. 641-1010. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. It's a Mocama Beer Company Monday right here on XLP. Thanks for hanging out with us.
XL Primetime is driven by Duval Ford. Your home for Florida Gators baseball is 1010XL.
It's the Florida Sunshine Showdown at the baseball grounds of Jacksonville. Florida State on the diamond. Catch every pitch starting at 6 tomorrow on 1010 a.m.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Online at keybuickgmc.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Some auto shops love giving your wallet a flush every time you visit. Not AA Automotive. They fix only what needs fixing, nothing more. Honest, fast, and fair. That's AA Automotive on Richard Street. Boring name, awesome service, and no wallet flush.
Repairing or replacing your roof is a pretty big investment, so when that time comes, you can trust my parents at Endless Summer Roofing. Visit endlesssummerroofing.com for a free quote. Endless Summer Roofing, protecting your home from Florida's endless summers.
Instant Keys is turning 25, a quarter century of saving the day when your keys mysteriously vanish. Seriously, it was just in my pocket. Or when that remote fob decides to quit working.
The dealership is such a hassle.
For 25 years, Instant Keys has been the go-to locksmith service for car keys, house keys, transponders, re-keys, and even high-tech smart locks. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you for honest, professional locksmith service. Use Instant Keys.
Bueller,
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, pal.
Stand back, Jason. I'm gonna
Sneeze? Yeah, I saw that coming.
It's all this spring pollen, Jason. It's outside and it's inside my house, and I just can't stop. I can't stop.
Sneezing? Okay, let me help you with that.
How can you help?
At Bueller Air and Plumbing, we can improve your indoor air quality with air purifiers, UV lights, and filtration systems. Every new system we install includes high-efficiency 4-inch filters that work better and last longer, even if you forget to change them.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Life can get pretty dusty sometimes. If you spend all day, you could miss it.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
The next 30 seconds could save you hundreds on your car insurance. At The Hartford, we're passionate about your protection. If you're 50 or over, AARP Auto Insurance from The Hartford gives you benefits that really matter. And you could save $597 when you switch. How's that for a little peace of mind? Visit trusthartford.com today. The Hartford, your protection is our passion. The Hartford Insurance Group, Inc. pays royalty fees to AARP for the use of its intellectual property. AARP and its affiliates are not insurers. Savings vary.
Hey Jacksonville, this is Dr. George Bari. Bari Orthopedics is your choice when it comes to an injury. We're here for you and your loved ones to deliver excellent treatment and care fast the first time. Trust your care in our hands. Get same-day appointments for your injuries with 3 locations. If it hurts, ask us first. Bari Orthopedics.
Be sure and check out the expertise from Dr. George Bari and the entire staff at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI orthopedics.com.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care, totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, Josie's 1010 take.
Serviced by Valvoline Instant Oil Changes. Oil changes in 15 minutes or less, guaranteed.
If you get there in a hurry, they're going to get you out in a hurry. Make sure you check them out. Valvoline Instant Oil Changes. So the golden era of college basketball lasted, I don't know, they had the national championship conversation for nearly 350 days before they got bounced. Unfortunately, out before they made it to the Sweet 16. And so guess what? Todd Golden just looked over at John Summerall and said, hey, pal, you're on watch now. It's yours. So back to being a football school to see whether or not this football team can deliver some of your gridiron dreams that you have in the fall. After all, it is a football university that has cared more and invested more in the game of football than they have basketball tenfold.
No, Joe, it's all sports university, okay? They're an all sports
Oh, yeah,
school.
of course they are, but you get exactly what I'm saying.
Did
The
you see
most
Sully in
important
the dugout against Alabama if they lost? They got swept.
Yeah,
he did not look good.
It looked bad.
Yeah.
He looked like he
Hat off.
wanted to be anywhere but there.
Head in hand. Apparently, they got swept in baseball.
All right, so I'm still trying to get back to Summerall, though, before you just
sorry.
completely
I'm
hijack this and take it to
I
Kevin.
think it's funny how like we immediately go to football now. Like, oh, Florida's done in basketball. All right, let's go to football.
Yeah, but no, the most important thing is you just won a national championship, and this one, when Florida baseball was winning, that was the most important non-football sport.
I think the most important non-football story right now is when Kansas and Kentucky jobs open, which they will. You're going to have 3 of the 4 best jobs in college basketball open. They're all going to at least call Todd Golden or his agent and say, "Hey, are you interested?"
Yeah, as well they should. Is he interested? Should he be interested?
So
That's
here's
a good
the thing
question.
too. So I wrote this and I got hammered by the Florida fans. I wrote that if you're North Carolina, you got to go back up the truck and get Todd Golden. But what Florida fans see, all they do is read the headline. They don't read the story.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the column I said, Florida's now proven they've won a national championship with 2 different coaches, and they've been elite with 2 different coaches. So it can happen again with another coach. If for some reason he decides to leave, you get another coach.
Well, yeah, that I agree with, and I don't think you're politicking
They have the money.
Right.
They have the facilities. They have the institutional support for basketball.
Yeah.
At a high blue blood level.
Yeah,
You can win another national title with a different coach.
Or you can get Mike White again.
Right? You could get Mike White again.
Don't
There's no doubt
joke,
about
Leon,
that.
because they might take Miami's coach.
Yeah, Jay. And so, look, you can give Scott Strickland a ton of credit from a facilities point of view and from a coaching hire point of view because he hired Todd Golden, and Golden has delivered. But I think what Matt's point is, at least in the column, is that Florida, if poached, has enough to sell to the next coach that they think. But the other half of it is, and this is the Florida fan that wants to jump in on you on this, is that Florida is now established itself under Todd Golden, a lot like what Billy Donovan did. It was going to be tough for any other college program to come and get Billy D because of what Billy D had done in Gainesville. And Kentucky was considered the only one that was going to do it. Well, now Golden's been around for a minute, but not for a long period of time. And so you still might have that argument or that pull.
Now I'm going to give you Roy Williams, who left Kansas for North Carolina.
But he was a North Carolina man.
He was right, but he was at Kansas, which is just as big as North Carolina.
But was a North Carolina man. Make sure you add that to
of course, I get that.
Yeah, so that's the main reason why he left. And
he still walked away from what he built.
Yes.
A national championship team.
But I'm just saying they aren't the same is all I'm saying. One guy went
and he
back.
gave who did he take a shot at? Was it Michelle Tafoya or was it
in the press
Yeah,
conference.
it probably was her.
I don't give it.
Yeah.
What
Like
did he say? I
right
don't give a
after, or
blank
no, it
about
was a
North
one-on-one
Carolina.
interview
Yeah,
right
he said, I
after
don't
the
give a-
game.
Was it Bernstein?
And Ryan's
was
gonna
it
spit about North Carolina.
Yeah. And
it might have been Bernstein, right?
Might have been. But
I
they-
think it was Bonnie Bernstein. Yeah.
Yeah, it
By
might
the
have
way,
been Bonnie
where's
Bernstein.
Bonnie Bernstein? She fell off the face of the earth, man.
Yeah, yeah. But I feel like the Blue Bloods would like to have that guy, and there's no reason not to make that phone call like you just said. But now you have to make the decision. Whoever else is going to get that phone call doesn't necessarily have a program built as quickly as Todd Golden does the way he's got it built. And so he will have to think longer and harder about it. The expectations already are there for Florida. How much do they ramp up when you go to Chapel Hill, when you go to Lexington, or any of these other jobs? You're mentioning Kansas and Bill Self.
I agree with you, but he is a basketball guy. And if you are a basketball guy and the North Carolina people call you, you listen, man.
No,
I'm not saying he's
even
going.
suggesting
I'm not saying he's going. I'm just saying you listen. If Kansas calls you, you listen.
He won't. I'm just suggesting he will listen and needs to. Of the guy, who are the other candidates?
I don't know.
Okay.
Who knows?
Yeah, you wrote your column about him, but
He hasn't even
whoever
fired yet.
Bernstein, by the
Hubert
way.
Davis
It
hadn't
was
even-
Bonnie. Yeah.
Hubert Davis hadn't even fired yet.
All right. I'm just saying, whoever the other candidates are, unless there's another one that has that hardware in their trophy case, they're going to think long and hard about it. He's going to have to factor that into his decision. Is all I'm saying. He did that.
But you could also look at the other way. He has the hardware there. He brought them a championship. Now it's time to go climb another mountain.
If that's what kind of makes him tick.
Yes, which I got news for you. Makes a lot of these coaches tick.
What about Dan Hurley?
Yes, they'll call him too.
I mean, like,
all right,
haven't you hit your ceiling at UConn?
Yes. I agree with you
but
there.
listen, this is the same Matt Hayes that says Lane Kiffin would stay at Ole Miss because that's
true.
Yeah,
we did this.
because
We did this.
You just got through saying this is what coaches do. Well, hell yeah, that's why Lane was leaving to go to LSU. And
Actually, what I said was, why would he leave Ole Miss?
But there's
I didn't
a
say he was going to
difference.
stay there.
There's a difference
Now,
because
hang on. He's putting words in my mouth, which is
I'm
not
just saying.
true. I said, why would he leave? I didn't say he wouldn't.
But all I heard was the one part
I'm
that
not an
says
idiot.
that's
I
what
know he'd leave. I know him.
that's what coaches do. They look to move up.
But
yes,
they had not won a national championship at Ole Miss like
exactly.
Golden already has.
Yeah.
Right, but he legitimately had a team that could have won a national championship and walked away on him.
But
Maybe.
this team, at the very least, who is it? What the famous quote? We did that or whatever. Not the Kirk Cousins one. You like that, but anyway, he did that. That is Todd Golden's trophy in that case, and so that will play a big part.
I
in
agree
his
with that,
decision.
but I'm also saying you could also look at it. The flip side of that is I've already done that here.
Mm-hmm.
That's the flip side of that.
Right. Yeah, I get it.
And I'll never be the most important program at Florida.
Right. The other guy's got his name on the court. My name's never going on that court.
No, that's
man.
not what I mean. I mean,
oh, you mean the football?
Yeah,
Okay.
football could win 4 games.
Yeah.
And it would still be more important than a national winning college basketball
Although
program.
there would have been interesting had they.
It is what it is.
Had they won another national title, do you put his name on the court too?
Oh, I don't know, but Billy did it. It's like Herb got to Florida because of what Spurrier had done.
Right.
Golden was hired because of.
Yeah, it's not Herb Field. It's still Spurrier Field.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, Billy went back to back. Golden went natty, bounced in the first weekend. So we won't have to talk about putting his name on the court.
If you start rolling down the 4s or 8s in terms of appearances for Billy D,
it was exceptional.
It's still Spurrier Field. I mean,
yeah, Spurrier Field.
Urban got 2.
I thought it was Mario Field after what we did.
Yeah. All right. On that note, we're heading into the 1 o'clock hour. Can't wait till the worm turns.
XL Primetime. Driven by Big Number 1 Duval Ford. Elite service for elite companies. Sports Radio is.
I know what you're trying to do. I'm trying to free your mind, but I can only show you the door. You're the one that has to walk through it. You have to walk through it.
1010XL.
We've all seen the Nike logo on many famous athlete shirts and hats. But what is Nike? The answer next.
When you file a claim with Southern Oak Insurance, we schedule one of our trusted vendors to work directly with you, which means a faster claim resolution. Find out more at southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
Nike is the goddess of victory. No wonder Scotty Scheffler wears that logo.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
During Lowe's Pro Savings Days, the job works in your favor. My Lowe's Pro Rewards members buy more and save more on materials they rely on every day. Get up to 25% off select molding when you spend $1,000 or more, and up to 25% off Pergo Evercraft laminate flooring. Put Pro Savings Days to work for you. Members get more at Lowe's. Valid through 3/27. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Visit the Pro Desk or Lowe's.com/terms for more details. Subject to change.
Listening that fits your schedule perfectly.
Absolutely brilliant.
Go on demand.
Ad-free shows after the live shows end.
How about that? Channel by
Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning. Search where you find podcasts.
The new Ackerman Cancer Center is now open at World Golf Village, providing state-of-the-art screenings and diagnostic exams with no referral required. Same-day appointments are available. Call today or visit AckermanCancerCenter.com.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% in homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit DFHSalesEvent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry and receive a free hair and scalp examination and get 2 weeks of laser treatments for free. Call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Hairforme.com.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. Thank you for trusting us for 55 years of custom welding fabrication and vehicle towing accessories. When you need a trailer hitch for the family car, a gooseneck for the company truck, or even RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We can do a bumper hitch, fifth wheel hitch, anything for safe, reliable towing. Come to Cannons of Jacks, where service is our #1 priority and we treat our customers as we like to be treated. Check us out online, cannonsofjacks.com.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville, and Triumph is a known name when it comes to beautiful rides on the road. What is the latest from Triumph?
Well, if you didn't come, we had an unleashing at the dealership last week. We saw 6 new models from Triumph, anything from 400 cc's to 1200 cc's. If you're looking at a bike, you got to look at the new Triumphs.
Experienced riders will love it.
And the inexperienced will love it. We've got something for everybody in the Triumph lineup. Great, great motorcycles.
Showroom waiting for you. Triumph. Find them at Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic, near Regency.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm RJ Saunders, 410-10XL. The Orlando Magic are looking to end a 4-game losing streak as they host the Indiana Pacers on tonight. The Magic lead the season series 2-0 after victories on December 31st and January the 4th. Anthony Black, Jonathan Isaac, and Franz Wagner, as well as Jalen Suggs, are out for tonight's contest. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. 78 degrees at 102. Time and 10 brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Mondays on XL Primetime, brought to you by Mokama. Check out their great craft in the tap room in Fernandina Beach.
They're definitely pouring, that's for sure, and you can get into any of the Pilsners, lagers, fruited, sours, IPAs, you name it. They got seasonal, outstanding craft brew. Make sure you check them out. You can look for them on the shelves at Total, ABC, Publix, Target, wherever you might be shopping for some craft beer. Think local, think Mokama Beer Company. I've decided that, like, the Super Bowl, you can consume a boatload of calories, right? Mm-hmm. That's pretty safe to say. Mm-hmm. They say the average is like 4,000 calories on that day, maybe even more than that. But if you take 4 days of hoops, that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And
a lot of chicken wings.
You could just sit your big fat rear end on your lazy boy in front of your big screen and honestly not move. Like, you wait for people to walk by and go, like TLD would walk by. I'm like, gosh, when is she going to come? Oh, hey, honey, would you mind getting in? Like, you got to wait for her to walk by. Would you get me this? And so, yeah.
The funniest part about it, it was like the nicest weekend of the year so far outside.
Right. Should have been outside. Yeah. Should have been outside. But I did kind of bounce back and forth. But yeah, I could have easily sewn my butt.
So they like put maybe 2 games on early. Saturday and Sunday early, right, and then way too many late.
Right,
for
and
me.
they cram them on.
Yeah,
which just from that first part though, going and doing what you wanted to do, that actually worked out.
Did work. Yeah, they're kind of telling you to go outside,
trying to take advantage of the primetime windows.
But I did think of the same thing you said. I'm like, wait a minute, what? These games are like coming at you left and right,
especially because you come from a Thursday and Friday when it's like boom, boom, boom. There's like 4 on by lunchtime.
Well, I got my Hard Rock Bet app out at like 11 something. I'm like, okay, I got to pair up a couple of things here. I'm thinking I got to get 2 early games. There's only one early game.
And if it's not good, you're kind of just like,
and that was Purd versus the Canes,
Miami,
right? Yeah.
By the way, speaking of food. Speaking of food.
Yeah.
You guys know my whole thing with Red Lobster. Like when I was a kid, that was the place to go. And I never went, and I still haven't gone.
Because you were too poor.
What? Right. And I still haven't gone.
You've never been
fine.
Oh, my God.
Hang on a second.
I'll deliver the punchline.
This is a great story, okay? And then JJ's got the best kicker of all. So I'm talking with my girl this morning, and I'm explaining it to her, and she's like, well, let's just go. And I'm like, no, it's disgusting. I said, there's got to be a reason that it's gotten so bad. And I said, you know what the reason is? I guarantee you they sell Pepsi. She goes, what do you mean? I say, any failing restaurant sells Pepsi instead of Coke because it's cheaper. It's a lot cheaper. Like a lot cheaper. Okay?
I did not know
so
that.
She goes,
Matt knows that too.
I do. So she goes online,
I
looks
would
it up.
not put that.
She looks at their menu, turns her phone, and goes, "Oh my God,
they have Pepsi product."
That honestly, like, I got to think to myself of places that do have it because,
dude,
I would not list that as the reason why that one might have gone down.
It's not the reason, but I'm telling you right now, like if you see a restaurant that's failing, 9 times out of 10 they got Pepsi.
See, I am such a drinker that I can't remember the last time I got a soft drink.
So JJ, so come up with your pet. This is the best Pepsi story.
So I was like,
time.
that's funny that you said that because my mother this weekend told me a funny story. She is obsessed with Coke. Like she is
drink.
She's from South Carolina, born and raised Southern Belle. You know, like Coke is massive. All over the kitchen, there's all kinds of collectible stuff from 50, 60 years ago. Like everything. Our kitchen is full of Coke
She's
stuff.
a knick-knack lady.
Yes, exactly. So she was telling me the story this week, and I was down in Ocala, and she's like...
Sweet Linda, by the way. Sweet Linda.
When I was in college, during the summers, I used to work at Pepsi Company. And I'm like, oh, my God. What a traitor. And she's like, not only that, I was like a Pepsi snitch. Her job was to go into like restaurants or bars or whatever that would only supposed to be selling Pepsi products in their like, you know, wherever.
Right.
And to check and see if they had Coke stuff, and then she'd go back and report them, snitch them out.
She was a Pepsi snitch.
She was a Pepsi snitch.
She was an informant.
Yes, she was. I was like, I'll never look at you.
This is
way
like a
again.
Curb Your Enthusiasm episode. I swear it is. She was a Pepsi snitch.
She was.
Snitches get what, Leon?
Stitches.
Stitches.
That's what I said.
Bro, I mean, think about it. That's how about if you have to hire someone to be a snitch to make sure your product's being delivered instead of the other one, you got problems.
Which reminded me of one of the jobs I always envied, which is, you know, there was a sport back in the day, kids, that was called boxing.
Yeah, ever heard of it?
And also UFC. It's not very popular anymore either. But they used to have pay-per-views, and the bars would show them, and it was a big deal. On Saturdays, you go with your friends. So there's guys whose job it is to go to these bars to make sure that they're not stealing the pay-per-views.
That's a big deal.
Oh, yeah. And it's like, wait, so this guy just gets to go to bars for free and drink and
turn his
snitch
expense
people
report,
out? Yeah.
and he says, I had to wait it out. I had to wait
Sorry,
it out.
I had to get 50 wings that night.
By the way, real quick, a boy on a text line says, Pizza Hut would like to differ because Pizza Hut, Pepsi, you just literally just made my point, dude.
Yeah.
Pizza Hut.
Tony D's forever.
Well,
Just literally made my point.
But I'm also thinking of a chicken chain that does it as well, and
I can think of one right now. I can think of one right now that y'all enjoy that I frequently.
I didn't know that. Really?
Yeah, don't come in here with this noise.
Matt. There are exceptions. There are definitely exceptions.
You're just saying,
especially
generous.
with them.
Yeah,
I'll give them the exception.
Wow, didn't even know.
I didn't know that. Really?
Yes. Anytime you see,
I may not go back.
Anytime you see like the Mountain Dew on the
that's Pepsi
true.
product.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. And look, I'm just looking at the ones that have them, and they're all.
It's all political.
Yeah, they're
probably.
doing okay, but I just don't drink that much soda anymore.
Yeah,
I don't drink any soda.
I don't either, but my point is, it's
coffee water beer.
There's a huge difference between the two brands.
Water,
huge difference. There always has been.
Yeah, well, yeah, particularly in the South versus.
Yeah, we're snobs down here.
Yeah, versus the other regions, like it is maybe not as big a difference between the two. Anyway, that's not the reason they're going down. I just tell you right now. I mean,
If you ever go, you'll
it might
know
have
the
something to do
reason.
with the bad food. Too.
Yeah, that was kind of at the top of my list as far as what was going on there. But here we are. We digress. I just ate a lot.
So my girl's treating their menu. She said, "Oh, they got a surf and turf." I said, "What?" She said, "Yeah, it says sirloin steak
Right?
Sirloin steak with a lobster tail. And I'm thinking, all right, number one, it's sirloin steak. Number two, it's probably like a little cube. And the lobster tail probably is like, this tiny little tail.
Okay, hang on now. You have just become a snob of all
foodie. I like it. I respect it.
Listen,
it's not a snob. It's a foodie.
Look,
I like going to
hang
places.
on.
First of all,
hang on. Are you going to attack the sirloin cut?
No, but at
yes,
a particular
I am actually.
No, that's exactly what he's doing.
I am. Now, if you're gonna tell me sirloin tips that are marinated, I'm fine with that.
No, because sirloin tips come from sirloin steak.
Yeah, I know that, but they're marinated and they're not tough.
I have served and eaten and ordered a ton of delicious
I know,
sirloin.
but to be fair,
exactly. Have you ever heard?
To be fair, you'll eat anything.
Ponderosa? Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
Guarantee. I guarantee Ponderosa's Pepsi. Guarantee it. Guarantee it.
What is he talking about?
Don't snob up on sirloins.
Exactly. Back in the day, if you took in high school, you took a young lady to Ponderosa.
Yeah.
Or you took her to Red Lobster.
I don't think Ponderosa exists.
Doesn't exist, but back in my day, back in my era.
Well, the other thing is
Ponderosa
that
I'm
was
getting
high
is
class.
Pennsylvania.
I get the Renegade sirloin, okay? Extra spicy. It's outstanding. Don't you take a shot at sirloins, okay? I'd rather have that than a filet all day. You know why?
Yeah.
Because a filet doesn't have any flavor. It doesn't. You got to load salt all over it to get it to have any flavor.
Yeah, I mean, I got to be honest with you guys.
Now, this is going to open up a whole argument on our
right,
text
I'm looking
line.
at another one, and it's Pepsi. And I'm not going to say the name because we're not in the business of giving out names, but believe me.
Look, I'm right down the road from. I'm a Pepsi fan. Yeah.
Is there any doubt?
Yeah. I think that's good too. I think that's good as well. Look, I'm not like either one.
I guess what I'm saying is if you're either failing or you're kind of off the map, you know what I mean?
We haven't heard about you in a while.
We haven't heard about you in a while.
Yeah.
Pepsi, 100%.
Wow. Okay.
I got to look up Ponderosa steaks.
Yeah. Look that up, please. We would have the Western Sizzlin' and the Quincy's and the Ponderosa.
Oh, I love Quincy.
Yeah.
Yes, Quincy's was
with
good.
the yeast rolls. There was another one.
Yeah, I
yeast
like
rolls.
Ponderosa, bro. I'm not disagreeing with you there at all.
Yeah. Oh, Ponderosa was good.
This just kind of stems from my neurosis from Red Lobster. That's all.
Yeah.
Because it was like the place to be when I was growing up. Like it was, you're going to Red Lobster? Like when you took a prom date, you went to Red Lobster.
Yeah, we would, honestly, I was spoiled on local seafood that.
Right, you grew up
yeah,
right. You grew up with like legit places to eat. Yeah. Right, I didn't.
Hey, listen, the cheese biscuits. Don't slip on the cheese biscuits at Red Lobster.
Ponderosa Steakhouse generally serves Pepsi products.
There you go.
I had no idea.
You guys
it was come down to
doubt me.
that.
Why would you doubt me on something?
I'm
like
sure
that,
Fazoli's also has.
Yes, of course it does.
All right,
I can think of a few others too that we're not going to give free advertising to. That would be Pepsi. I already showed you guys one, and Joe was like, "Yeah, that's probably right."
And I'm thinking, no, they're doing okay. Is what I'm thinking.
I think you're going to get a letter from Pepsi. Cease and desist.
Look, I'm
or
a fan.
unless Pepsi wants to give us lots of Mountain Dew, and I'll change.
Right.
If free Mountain Dew, then I'll quickly become Team
We, however,
Pepsi.
will not get texts from Skoggs anymore. That's the good thing.
Well, yeah, but still, they produce a lot of other good ones.
They do.
Yeah.
They absolutely do.
That's the only thing.
Mountain Dew's very
Like, who's Mr. Pibb?
That's Coke.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I've noticed they're back with a vengeance. I've seen
Really?
Mr. Pibb everywhere.
Because
recently.
Dr. Pepper's cut into a lot of space.
Okay.
So they're coming after.
It's Dr.
Dr.
Pepper's its
Pepper's.
own thing.
Yeah, it's its own thing.
By the way, it was made in Waco, Texas. Dr. Pepper.
It's just a fun fact.
Yeah.
Matt's just full of fun facts.
You learn a
Got
lot of
this
stuff
huge
right here.
Dr. Pepper museum there. I swear they do.
On XL Primetime.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford. Jaguar football starts here.
Take care of the ball. Both hands on the rock.
We are live at the stadium with breaking Jaguars news. 1010XL.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative, letting you know that Hardball now offers web stores, so your employees can order their own branded gear, and you have more time for Wordle. Check it out at hardballcreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
It's time to upgrade your ride at Randy Marion Cadillac on Southside Boulevard in Jacksonville.
Trade your Tesla for the ultimate luxury. Experience a brand new Cadillac EV.
At Randy Marion Cadillac in Jacksonville, we have over 33 stunning EVs to choose from.
Feel the power and enjoy a range that takes you farther than ever before.
You love your Tesla, but it's time to elevate your ride. Pick the color and drive away today.
Randy Marion Cadillac in Jacksonville, where luxury meets performance. Visit us today.
And don't forget, tell them Jennifer sent you.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists congratulate the 1010XL Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Jada Mincy, senior cheerleader, weightlifter, and track and field athlete at First Coast High School. She's the president of the National Honor Society and has been accepted to attend FSU.
Mike Dempsey, if you're thinking about a bathroom upgrade, maybe turning that old tub into a safer walk-in shower, check out 5 Star Bath Solutions. I shopped around, talked to several companies, and I chose 5 Star because their customer service was simply incredible. Responsive, honest, upfront about the entire project, and their pricing was even better than expected. When you're ready for a fresh look, better comfort, and a bathroom space you'll love using every day, schedule your free consultation at 5starbathsolutions.com and get the 5-star experience.
We're certainly facing interesting economic times. For me, it's comforting to know my money's in good hands with ITP Partners. Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money. Experience? Yeah, that's Chris Bryan, Jeff Hartman, Reagan Wright, Dan Abel, Scott Regner, Janice Cobb, and Reed Wingate. They have the expertise and knowledge to take care of your money. For more info, go to itppartners.com. ITP Partners, they're my financial partners for life.
Non-compensated client testimonial may not be representative of all client experiences. No guarantee of future performance or success.
La playa is Spanish for the beach. If you can't remember that, the word Corona also works. Corona, La Playa awaits.
Hey, I'm Tony from Tony D's Pizza. People ask me all day long, is it the water that makes the difference? Well, yes and no. Even water can't make a good pizza. It's the ingredients, too. The best tomatoes, the best flour, and the best cheese. Oh, and a lot of love. Tony D's New York Pizza, Bay Meadows and 295.
Save big and head to Ronnie's Repair on Sunbeam Road, your local sales and servicing Toro dealer, for their spring sales event this week. Ronnie's offers the full line of residential and commercial Toro zero-turn, stand-on, and walk-behind mowers in gas and battery options. Get groundbreaking savings on Toro Time Cutter, Titan, and Z-Master zero-turns, Grandstand multi-force stand-ons, and walk-behind mowers. Take advantage of the Toro 0% financing or Toro rebate on select mowers. Stop in this Wednesday through Friday to check out great deals and amazing finance offers. Ronnie's has everything you need to make your lawn look the best in the neighborhood. For more details on spring sales event deals, visit your local Toro dealer. Ronnie's Repair on Sunbeam Road. Browse the entire Toro line at ronniesrepairshop.net. All handhelds and accessories will be 10% off during the spring sales event.
Sports fans, Max Fink here with 1010XL, and when I wanted to send flowers, the advice came fast. Use Kuhn flowers, they all said. Kuhn can handle anything for any situation. Well, I took that good advice. Kuhn flowers made it happen for me. KuhnFlowers.com.
Hey Jacksonville, Fred Taylor here. History is being made on the First Coast. Sporting Jacks is kicking off his first ever men's season in the USL Championship.
Lays it off, there's a shot, and a goal!
We've already launched Jacksonville's first ever women's professional team. And now it's time for the men to take the field at UNF Hodges Stadium. This is world-class professional soccer right here at home. Be there, stand with us. Visit sportingjacks.com or call 904-863-KICK.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. That just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC.
All right, so on Friday afternoon, it came out that the Jags were trying to go after wide receiver from Seattle, Jake Bobo.
Yeah.
But Seattle is now matching Jacksonville's offer sheet for Jake Bobo, who now steps in Seattle on stays in Seattle, on a 2-year, $5.5 million deal. That includes 4.5 guaranteed. So the Jags missed out on Bobo.
That's interesting. And he was a guy that flashed in the postseason, got in the back of the end zone. You take a look at his prop bet odds for an anytime touchdown. It was way the heck up there. But they did that. When was that? Late Friday? During the Francis show? Yeah. And I like the idea that they were trying to find that guy that they thought could come at an affordable price. And that number was not big at all if you consider some of the other monies that we're talking about.
But he can earn up to $7 million with incentives.
Yes. And so he would be a guy that would be viewed special teams and wide receiver help, but Seattle retains him because Seattle also had to make a decision on Rashid Shaheed, who also was a big-time special teamer and a wide receiver, and a guy kind of like they would set him up in a little jet package and whatnot. But anyway, that's at the very least Jimmy Gladstone's and company at work, just to see if they could add a
Plus,
guy.
Bubba's a big receiver. He's a big guy. They don't really have a big receiver.
Well, Brian Thomas Jr. would be
again. They don't really have a big receiver.
Would be that guy. But when you think about it, that type of money, how much was it? $5.5 million, up to $7 million
over 2 years.
Meanwhile, over 2 years, and this is up in Seattle. Meanwhile, Jackson Smith and Jigba, $30 million in 2027, an option bonus, fully guaranteed. You've got the money that's fully guaranteed this year. The signing bonus is $35 million. And then you go down the line with the other stuff that he gets.
So what's he averaging
It's
on that
$42 mil.
Okay. I was going to say, because he had to get more than Chase.
He kicks it up.
Yeah, he gets $2 more mil.
Yeah, so Jamar, and what is Jamar? Jamar's
40.
So he's the highest paid receiver.
I'm saying, what is Jamar doing right now? He's doing what Leon did whenever he would get his the highest paid tackle. And then who beat you? By
the Rove?
Yeah, Willie Rove is calling his agent. So
Patty.
you know Jamar Chase is calling his agent like, what is up with this?
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, as a quick aside.
Actually, Chase is probably going, what are you doing, Joe? Why
right,
are you...
as a quick aside, Joe Burrow was part of the proceedings with Team USA. Flag football is going to be an Olympic sport in 2 years' time. And so they're starting
Thank God.
Yeah.
We've all been asking for this.
We've been waiting, dying for
Yeah.
it. That and ballroom dancing. Give us one of them, please. And so flag football popped up and it became an Olympic sport. And so now the NFL is trying to feed us a little flag football action. And who did they have out there?
They had
Tom
Brady.
DeAndre Hopkins, Odell Beckham. They had a bunch of big names. And Joe Burrow. And
more importantly, they had Kay Adams was there as well.
Yeah. Yes, she was courting.
Yes.
Tommy.
So I saw a quick.
That actually should be
like a photo. I think Tom Brady even tweeted it out maybe. And it's like she's on stage like hosting the event and all the players are sitting behind her. And everyone looks like they're just kind of having fun.
Yeah.
Tom Brady looked so freaking locked in.
Yeah.
And like ready. Like he was taking these so seriously. I only saw one video from the actual game and he sidestepped a blitzer and then hit a guy in the corner of the end zone for a touchdown. It looked phenomenal.
The throw that he did make would have been that perfect flamethrower effect that you could follow.
Yes.
With, because it looked like he launched a rocket right to the back of the end zone. It was beautiful.
But they lost.
Yeah. And then Joe Burrow, you saw it, Leon.
I saw him.
What in the world is he doing? First off, he put his body in harm's way when he's already been wrecked.
Multiple times.
Yeah, shopwrecked by the NFL multiple times. And then there was a flag footballer wannabe that went right at his knees.
I don't know what Joe Burrow is doing. I mean, he's cutting. He's pushing off the left leg, the right leg.
He's doing those plyometric moves.
What is he doing right now? If you're the Cincinnati Bengals, you're losing your mind right now. All right,
pick your stuff up
right now. I would give
flags back.
I would give his agent a call
and get your butt home
and say, "Hey, listen,
get in the car.
Your contract. There's a clause."
Oh, he had to have asked him about it, right?
Uh-huh.
He had to have said, "Can I play in this?" There's no way he just did it.
Since it's the NFL stuff, maybe, but
he had to have.
Yeah, it is an NFL thing. Yeah. I mean, I know that most of these guys can't play pickup basketball.
Yeah,
because the contract is void. If he doesn't ask them and he gets hurt doing something, the contract can be voided.
Yeah, but they still got to be flipping and tripping when they see.
Yeah, of course. No, of course.
That
Did you see that left knee when he made that cut? It buckled, bro.
A little bit.
Could have been ACL right there.
Maybe they just agreed to it thinking it's flag football. He's the quarterback. He's just going to stand back there and throw. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah,
but now we see him actually like running.
Yeah, he took off. He was aggressive, which he's just a competitor. He loved the heck out of it. But the one dude that dove at him and he did collide with the knees. He jumped up and looked at him like that is when it gets serious. Just because another guy wants to, I don't know, Sports Center top 10.
Just
or accidentally fall.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
But he was diving into the end zone.
I didn't see it, but I'm just saying, like, even if a guy doesn't go at you egregiously, accidents happen.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But he was actually putting his body in harm. He was diving in the end zone.
I refuse to believe that he gave the full extent of what this flag football thing was. He couldn't have.
His bosses.
Yeah, because
he's probably like, I'll be tossing the ball.
But listen, if I'm
around.
the Bengals right now and I saw this on tape, I'm calling this agent.
Yeah, this is UFR. Upon further review, you get your behind back home, okay?
Yeah.
Drop the flags. All right, off the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. I love it. Who knew that Joe was culinary challenged? Sirloin over filet? I'm usually with you, Joe, on a lot of stuff, but sirloin over filet, what's next? Bratwurst over ribeye. I just want to make this very clear, and I love that you guys have strong opinions, especially on the text line. Designed by Lifetime Enclosure. I'm a voluminous guy. That means I'm going for volume. I'm going for more cuts of the knife, more bite of the steak over
Bro,
the
you
filet.
can't back your way out of this now.
No, I'm making this very clear.
Well, you like what you like. How about that?
But I'm making this very clear.
If you said that, that's fine. If you just say I like what I like, that's fine.
But I'm just trying to make this point. Volume is king, and the filet just does not have enough flavor. It does not.
Flavor?
It does not.
Are you serious?
I just said it. It doesn't.
You must
have
love Pepsi,
the
don't
flavor.
You do. You like Pepsi, don't you? Admit it.
Well, actually, I don't drink either of the sodas anymore, but I'm fine with it.
You preferred Pepsi.
Leon, what's your
I was always a
opinion
Coke guy,
this?
but I would drink either one. Doesn't matter.
I'm not enough of a steak eater to really have crazy hot take opinions on the cuts.
Yeah.
So where do you stand on this?
Listen, if it ain't ribeye, I can turn a blind eye.
So I'll go. I like that. I like that.
Amen.
So, Leon, if we are saying it, okay, and we would do the tomahawk steak, which is a ribeye.
Yes.
Okay. So I would put ribeye first with you, the Delmonico, any of those. I would put the ribeye first. Then I go strip. Then I go sirloin. And I would never have filet make the podium. I just wouldn't.
Yeah.
Matt, I'm not putting filet up there.
I'm not turning my head to a porterhouse. I can tell you that right now.
Now, if you give me the
Not happening.
We've done. You're not turning what now?
To a porterhouse.
Yeah, that's a big ribeye.
Yeah.
There's no filet involved, even though there is one part of that on the other side of the ribeye.
Yes, the little. That's what I'm talking about. The little. You got a little sliver of it. It's
the ribeye
fantastic.
is the T-bone and the filet. That's the combination of it right there. The other end of the T-bone is it's cut off of the bone, and then the filet part. But if you don't have that other part of it, the filet ain't happening. I'm just telling you. I'm going for volume and flavor. I need a little fat in my steak.
Sirloin is not flavor, okay? That's what I'm talking.
And then he goes, sirloin tips. That's
yes, like if you get the tips and you like marinate them and you know, then it's a little different.
I've cooked a lot of steak. And I can't tell you, like I've cooked 100 steaks to one filet. Now we do the beef tenderloin for Christmas Eve or whatever from time to time. But no, I ain't ordering it.
This dude, I love these guys in the text line. We love you guys, by the way. He's at Dailies, and he took a picture of the soda machine. He said, thankfully in America, we can choose either. And then he writes in, if they saw me a moment ago, I guess the good people at Dailies were wondering, why was I taking a picture of their soda machine?
Yeah, that's a red flag. Get that guy out of the store immediately.
Now, this I have never heard of. Maybe you guys, again, I don't mind education. I can always learn. Oyster cut steak, the best. Butchers keep it for themselves. It's so good. Oyster cut steak. I've not heard of it.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
So let us know. Give us a little more intel on that bad boy. A T-bone
It's
is
a rare,
filet in New
small,
York strip.
3 to 4 ounce and highly flavorful, well marbled cut of beef taken from the inside hip.
Oh, I see
Okay,
it. It's like
excellent work.
it's kind of like a skirt.
Okay, a little
It's kind
skirt
of like the
steak.
skirt. It looks just like the skirt, actually.
But you're looking for that marbling. That's one of the biggest keys right there. Let me see it.
It looks just like the skirt.
Yeah.
steak.
Okay. Yeah. And so it is kind of cut thin and whatnot.
Yeah.
But that's the flavor you're looking for.
By the way, skirt steak also high on the list.
Yeah.
High on the list. Marinate with a little olive oil and
Any of
lime
those.
and
The
salt
ones
and pepper and
the triple. What is the other that they've gone up in price since they became like really, really popular? The brisket, of course, has gone way up.
the skirt. Have you
but
seen
the
skirt
skirt
steak?
and then the triple.
Remember when I sent you the picture of the skirt
Yeah.
steak when it was at Publix?
Yeah, the price there. But what was the other one? Triple. What am I thinking of? Tri-tip. Tri-tip has gone up in price too. That's another, which is great. But you could do that for tacos and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But yeah, T-bone is a filet in New York strip. I'm with you. 100%. Love the T-bone, but I'm not interested in the filet if you don't have that strip
T-bone
on the other side of that bone.
I had a buddy of mine. He was so desperate to get a nickname that he decided he wanted to call himself T-Bone.
He gave himself
the nickname, right? And it kind of just didn't stick.
Some kind of friend.
No.
Yeah. It didn't stick?
Did not stick. No.
What, did somebody else come up with another nickname?
Well, they start calling him like. So he wore this jersey. It was 00, and when he announced everybody he wanted it to be T-Bone, his jersey was 00. And the guy said, his boss, they were at this table, and he said, no, it's ooh, you're ooh. So they called him Coco the monkey.
The monkey.
Yeah, Coco the monkey. The best. That's
Crazy,
a good one.
right?
Yeah.
And wasn't that the monkey that went to the moon or something?
I think so, yeah.
Maybe.
I think so.
Nickname Big Sirs, did you have him as a kid?
Did I have a nickname? Yeah, I was Big Lee.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, and then Miami, I was Godzilla.
Did you give yourself the nickname?
That's sick.
No?
No.
You never gave yourself a nickname?
Michael Burrows gave me Godzilla.
How did you get Godzilla? Because you just
because I hated
you were so
our
intense.
Well, yeah. I used to come after our defense pretty good. So
I'm gonna tell you. I'm
gonna tell you what happened.
Locker room time.
I'm gonna tell you how I got the name Godzilla.
The Lemon Pepper Locker Room with Leon Searcy. Served up by Wingstop.
All right, Wingstop delivers to 1 a.m. Can't forget about that free rent. So good that you got a double dip. Don't mind if you double dip. All right. I'm going to tell you how I got the name Godzilla. So we're at practice, my senior year, all right, 1991. And there's scouts all around us. We got, we're doing middle drill, right? Middle drill. Miami middle drill is legendary. All right. So all the scouts are out there, whatever. And it's my senior year, and we run a counter tray. All right. Run a counter tray.
Wait, explain middle drill for people.
Okay, middle drill is like an assault on each other, okay? All right? The middle drill, the running backs can't run outside the cones. All the running plays have to be inside the tackle box, right? And you can't run outside. So, and it's ones against ones. None of this scout team stuff. We did ones against ones.
Good on good.
Good on good, right? So we run
We're all man's man here,
exactly.
right?
So we run a counter tray. The guard, right, left. I'm playing left tackle, by the way. The left tackle pulls, I pull. The center is supposed to block back and look at the Mike linebacker. Mike linebacker is Michael Burrows, all right? So the center doesn't look back and didn't block the Mike back. And I'm pulling, and Michael Burrows hits me on my side and flips me in the air. The first time I've ever been taken off my feet at Miami.
In front of the scouts.
In front of the scouts. So I'm hot. I'm 38 hot because I got knocked off of my feet. So Dennis Erickson is calling another play, and I said, "Coach, we're not running that play." He said, "What?" I said, "No, we're not running that
I got to
play."
get my get back.
I said, "I'm getting Michael Burrows back. We're gonna run the quick draw because in the quick draw, I would flash the D in and go right for the middle linebacker."
You're telling us you turned in the offensive coordinator?
Yes, I told Dennis Erickson we were not running that play.
Well, he was a substitute teacher anyway.
Yeah,
so.
I told him. So we ran the quick draw, right? Quick draw. I flashed the defensive end. I come down. Michael Burrows shoots the gap again. Jesse Armstead scrapes, doesn't see me, and I just lay Jesse Armstead out. All right. So ever since that play, all right, Michael Burrows will say Godzilla. Godzilla's coming. So that's how I got the name Godzilla.
What's some names at that practice, by the way? Quickly, Wingstop, Coca-Cola products.
Of course.
Yeah, there you go. Facts.
I mean,
it's XL Prime Time.
XL Prime Time, driven by Duval Ford. Take Jacksonville with you.
There's no place like home.
Listen to 1010XL away from home.
Oh, but anyway, Toto, we're home. Home.
Download the 1010XL and XL 92.5 FM apps for free on Apple and Android devices.
During Lowe's Pro Savings Days, the job works in your favor. My Lowe's Pro Rewards members buy more and save more on materials they rely on every day. Get up to 25% off select molding when you spend $1,000 or more, and up to 25% off Pergo Evercraft laminate flooring. Put Pro Savings Days to work for you. Members get more at Lowe's. Valid through 3/27. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Visit the Pro Desk or Lowe's.com/terms for more details. Subject to change.
Picking here, oh boy, you know I love a good flash sale, and we got one right now from Zero Res. This week only 15% off all cleaning. It's International Cleaning Week, baby. Carpet, air ducts, tile, grout, upholstery, hardwood, area rugs, and more. Be the household hero and book now. Call 287-5727. Flash sale this week only for 15% off all cleaning from Zero Res. Tell them Dan sent you. Zero Res, spelled backwards and forwards. It's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
When my wrist pain was acting up and I needed help, I took Dan Higgins' advice and headed over to see the experts at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. This is Stuart Moore with the PGA Tour. I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Whenever you have a need, they took great care of me. They'll take great care of you.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy. The next time you need orthopedic care, you can rely on our team at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Relieve pain and get back to life.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
What if the next roof you put on your home was the last one? Not another replacement in 15 or 20 years, the last roof. Metlock Roofing is Florida's only manufacturer and installer of this exclusive roofing system. Engineered for strength, built for Florida weather, backed by a lifetime warranty. Imagine never needing another roof. Call 938-9933 or visit metlokroofing.com. Get your last roof today with Metlock. License number CCC 1335581.
AC's broke, it ain't no joke. Call Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. FloridaHomeAC.com.
If you're listening to 1010 and you're a parent, chances are your kids are playing sports. Check out i9sports.com with spring and summer registration open right now. In the gym or on the field, and now at Tokoi Creek High School and Westside Middle. Check it out, i9sports.com.
The best value for golf in Jacksonville remains Cimarron. Totally reestablished with new tee boxes, improved fairways and greens. Also a brand new restaurant with indoor and outdoor settings and live music. Join the Wild One loyalty program online at Cimarron Golf. When's the last time you played Cimarron? Cimarron Golf Club on 210, the Wild One.
Mortgage rates have dropped. They're expected to move lower. Home sales momentum is building. So now's the time to get your home ready to maximize your sales price. It's time to call Chad and Sandy, the proven experts to sell your home. Maybe you have concerns about putting your home on the market and getting it sold. Well, let me alleviate those for you. There's a real quick solution. Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold or they will buy it. Call 414-6200. Or go to chadandsandy.com. You'll find out for yourself. Chad and Sandy, the local real estate experts I trust and recommend with the sale of your home or mine. Using their proprietary Market Max system, Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. Anthony and Mary in Palmco said, we needed to sell our home to move closer to family, but low cash offers weren't cutting it. Since we'd only bought a year earlier, options felt limited, but not for Chad and Sandy. Call Chad and Sandy today, or log on to chadandsandy.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
All right, my golden moment is today is pro day for the Miami Hurricanes, bro. You know what? It's finally that time of the year where you know that you're no longer going to be a Cane again. This is it. You're moving to professionalism. Well, now with the NIL and money and stuff, that's a little different. You handling money a lot sooner than you would going into the NFL. But yeah, I mean, you can get kind of emotional, bro, because this is the last time. This is it. This is the last time you can be a Cane again.
Well, were you ever nervous? Like, were you ever nervous about, all right, I know this. I know what's here. I've been here now for 4 years. I know what's here. You know what I mean?
As far as nervous about going to the next level?
The NFL is the unknown. I don't know anything what's going on there.
No, I think I was ready.
So you were excited?
Yeah, I was excited. I was looking forward.
But you were still a little upset about leaving Miami.
Yeah, leaving Miami.
Yeah, but you were also ready because you stayed for another year.
I stayed the extra year. Yeah, so I was 5 years ready. Miami prepared me for the next level.
Right, 5. I gave you 4 playing, 5 total, right?
So
yeah,
do you get 3 in the top 10 drafted?
What's that?
3 in this year. 3 in the top 15.
No.
In the top 20.
I think we get 3 in the 20.
Okay.
I think Mesidor, I think Bain, and I think Maui Nweko in the top 20.
I'm almost ready to say 3 in the top half.
Really?
I really am.
Okay.
Depending on what happens with Mesidor, he's the consensus like third out of those 3 guys.
Yeah, but Maui Noah and Bain could both be top 10.
They could, yeah. Absolutely.
And then you got to make a decision. Rush-ins, they say there's a deeper talent pool, but where's the drop-off?
Mesidor, like I see Jalen Phillips when I see Mesidor. They're very similar. Very similar type players.
He was one of the best pass rushers in Miami Hurricane history. He wasn't on good teams, but he was amazing.
He was a first rounder.
If he becomes Jalen Phillips, that's heck yeah, that's worth the first round pick.
Yeah. And so that could very well be. And then Beck will find out where he goes. But he was a very productive college quarterback. Just how good will he be in the pros? Matt?
My Todd Golden moment is they're going to come after him. None of those guys have fired their coach yet. North Carolina, Kentucky or Kansas. But if you were listening to Bill Self yesterday after that game, he sounds like a guy who's done. Like he's ready to go.
You think Darren just wore him down?
No, I think it's a little of that. I think it's a little of
got to be a little bit of it.
It's a little bit of the college basketball how it is. It's a young man's game now. He's got health issues. He looks great, by the way. Looks terrific. I just think he's kind of done. You can tell in his voice. He's just kind of done. I think he's going to retire. I think Kentucky's going to fire Pope, and I think North Carolina's going to fire Hubert Davis. And there's going to be 3 legit bomb jobs out there. And they're all 3 going to call Todd Golden.
My golden ain't going nowhere moment is that.
What'd you say?
My golden ain't going nowhere moment is that, hey, man, have a play ready with the last precious few ticks. Stop and pop.
He may have.
He may have.
He may have.
But I do have to give. You have to give Iowa credit for what they were able to do. Like we said, they did not hit a lot from 3-point land. The percentage was not where you'd like it to be. Yet, when they needed it most, the Hawkeye guy, Figueres, was able to nail it. And for whatever reason, defensively, Florida was not back on it and should have been, and ended up looking pretty lousy there. All right, how about this? Have you guys heard of picana?
What's
or
that?
is it
Say
cut?
that again?
A cut of beef, picana?
Steak cut.
I love this.
Picana?
Yeah, picana.
How do you spell it?
Picanha.
No.
One of our texters sent it in, and he said it's gotten a little pricey, but I looked it up. I love it. Prized, flavorful cut of beef from the top of the rump. I'm a fan. Also known as sirloin cap or rump cap. Again, I'm a fan. And so it's popular
Always
in the
gotta slip that in
Brazilian
there, don't you? You
steakhouse.
have to slip that in there all the
no,
time.
I don't.
Yes,
I
you do all the time.
And so very popular. And the churrasco, I think is what they're saying, is part of the famous in Brazilian barbecue. So anyway, I like the recommendation.
Have you been to a Brazilian steakhouse?
Yeah,
Of course.
haven't been in a while, but yeah, they're
kinda
good.
neat.
Now,
Yeah,
when
it's
I
kinda
was in
neat.
Florence, they have the Florentine, steak Florentine, which is like it's big.
Yeah.
But they only will serve it to you raw, like super red.
Really?
They will, if you tell
Not
them how you want it
tartare,
cooked,
but
they
just-
won't even look at you. Like, no, we do it one way, and that's what you're going to get.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Steak
Is it good?
Florentine. Yeah, it was delicious.
Yeah.
So it just basically walks past a flame. Is that
Yeah,
what you're saying?
exactly. And you have to eat it with at least 1 or 2 other people. The serving is massive.
Yeah.
You think they have Brazilian steakhouses in Brazil?
I have
They
no
just
idea.
call them steakhouses.
You think they have the hut over there? I don't know. These are all the things you have
if
to.
they do have the hut over there, they're selling Pepsi. I can guarantee you that.
But the way
They have McDonald's in Italy. You better
Yeah.
believe that. We're everywhere. Those golden arches are everywhere, baby.
we were at St. Patty's Day trivia in corned beef dinner over the
Nice.
weekend. Just one of the things with the TLD's, the lovely Diane's Uncle Bob had to have us out for the Irish dinner and trivia.
Oh,
and
nice.
and so they were coming up with some cool things. And so anyway, Matt and Marita, one of the family members, she's from Peru. And down there, like there's all this different obvious delicacies like you're talking about, JJ, that are obvious to them, but nobody to the outside. You
Right.
wouldn't even know how to order some of
Right.
that stuff because you're like, this one maybe is a little
Yeah,
more
Peruvian
popular.
food is.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah,
yes. And so they were naming some of the stuff. I'm like, okay, I got to write that down. But they're definitely more meat based.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Colombia, Peru, Argentina. Like you can't be a vegan living down there.
No,
That ain't
Peruvian's
happening.
good. Yeah, good food. And a fair amount of spice in it as well.
Very spicy,
Yeah,
yes.
which you will take.
Interesting.
Yeah, but you just have to you have to order it up,
A lot
okay?
of cumin and it gets really, really spicy.
Yeah, but you say, "Oh yeah, I like it hot." No, don't ever say that.
Right.
That's like Indian food.
It's
whoa,
close.
next level.
Yeah.
Heat at
Mhm. Yeah.
those places, man.
The spice is kind of like Indian, kind of.
Yeah, I wouldn't go there. I don't think so.
Not it's not like wet like that. I mean, like the actual spice,
Oh,
the
okay.
actual
Yeah.
the way they spice it.
I don't know. I love my drunken noodles spicy, bro.
Mhm.
And the sweat coming off the ball head.
Really?
Drips in the bowl a little
yeah,
bit.
man. Let me know I'm getting something done, bro.
The spicy bowl.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, it's good. It's good. All right, XL Primetime. Wrapping it up. We become culinary artists today.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford Mobile Service. Game-ready service right to your driveway. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Feel the rush of lighting up something truly exceptional. This Saturday, March 28th from 1 to 4 p.m., step into the ultimate cigar experience at Tobacco Cove, 3849 Bay Meadows Road. Join us for an exclusive Aganorsa Leaf Cigar event featuring incredible Aganorsa Leaf cigar deals, great food, and exciting prizes. Bring your friends, relax, and enjoy an unforgettable afternoon. Because at Tobacco Cove, it's more than a cigar store. It's an experience.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
The moon, the wall, and beyond. Celebrate two of the most iconic albums in rock history. Pink Floyd's The Dark Side of the Moon and The Wall, a breathtaking show that captures the spirit, sound, and spectacle. Brit Floyd, Saturday, March 28th. See Brit Floyd. Tickets on sale now at floridatheater.com.
Did you know your roof ages from the inside out? By the time you see a leak, damage already exists beneath the shingles. Sun exposure, humidity, and seasonal storms slowly weaken roofing materials over time. If your roof is 15 years old or more, then now's the time to start planning, not reacting. At Endless Summer Roofing, we provide professional inspections and clear guidance so you can make informed decisions. Visit EndlessSummerRoofing.com to schedule a free inspection. Endless Summer Roofing, protecting your home from Florida's endless summer.
Hey, Jacksonville, David Garrard here. If you want a street-legal golf cart that's built with quality and style, check out Dynamic Drives and Designs in Jacks Beach. They have new, used, and fully customized carts from the top brands like Atlas, Dodge, and Pilot Car. Every cart gets a complete expert inspection, so you know it's ready to hit the road. Their team can help you design the perfect custom cart that fits your style and needs. For your custom golf cart, visit dynamicdrivesdesign.com today and see your perfect ride.
Homeowners, you taking a look at your lawn yet? Let me guess, you're looking at your lawn wondering what to do after a historically cold season. Well, if you want your lawn to bounce back quick, you gotta call topdressing.com. Nobody else can do what they do. Their proprietary process. I've never seen anything like it, and neither will your neighbors. They will have your lawn looking like a golf course. Nobody else can do it. They're no secret now, so get ahead of it. Call for a free estimate. Be the envy of your neighbors. Top dress your lawn like the pros with topdressing.com.
Looking for adventure? Need a machine that works as hard as you do? CF Moto has you covered. At Ride Now Beach Boulevard, we've got CF Moto ATVs and UTVs built for any task, any trail, anytime. Tear up the dirt with the trail-tested C-Force ATV lineup or conquer through terrain with a Z-Force UTV. Find your CF Moto ride today at Ride Now Beach Boulevard or visit ridenowbeachboulevard.com. ATVs and UTVs are for riders 16 and older. They can be hazardous to operate. CF Moto recommends an improved safety training course.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. The Weekend Rewind, brought to you by Cycles of Jacksonville, the big boy toy store for big boy toys.
What happened this weekend?
March Madness.
Hi, Johnson Secures. Talked about the flow. It's a pretty clean game right now.
Nothing clean about that. As dirty as it gets. The staff making sure they know no fouls.
This is going to be Darling. He's got to go. Darling puts it up. Oh!
St. John's is
midcourt. Lee speeding toward the basket. Lee leaves it underneath. That's it! Iowa, for the first time since 1999, will head to the Sweet 16.
First of the 21st century for those Hawkeyes. As Hawkeye guy hits from the outside, and Florida didn't have an answer. They didn't have a defender there to contest the shot. Bottom line is Florida bounced, and Iowa moves on as the play-by-play just set the scene right there. They had time, at least it sounded like, to be able to get off a little bit better shot than they did, because Xavier Lee just dribbled around the defenders, tossed it to Thomas Houck, who was shrouded by 3 Iowa Hawkeyes and really had no chance to get the ball up in the air. And then one of our texters says, how does the SEC Defensive Player of the Year have 0 points and 1 rebound in an elimination game? That was Ruben Chinelo.
He was in foul trouble.
He had 1 defensive rebound. And I don't know how many shots he attempted, but 0 points. And so, those are the things that will frustrate the heck out of you. Like I said earlier, Condon just seemed to lose his cool, played out of control.
Early he did.
Yeah.
In the second half, he played great.
At the very least,
So did Hawk.
you're
They
right.
both played
You're
really
right.
good in the second half.
Both he and Houck helped get them back, but he basically missed half of his free throws. When he got to the line, he didn't make them pay, that type of stuff.
That's true.
Yeah.
So are Houck, Shinyelu, and Condon all gone?
Yeah.
I feel
Houck,
like
certainly.
Yes.
Are the other seniors or they're younger?
Condon has another year.
Yeah, they got another year, and I feel like
is he leaving? Okay.
No, Chinyelu doesn't. He's out.
Yeah. You think so?
Well, he's got 5. This is his last year.
Listen, the application process.
Right, go to the courts.
And a federal
Find a good judge.
Federal judge is
I'm pretty
waiting
sure he can
for
find
you.
a favorite judge in Gainesville.
Like
Help
right
him.
now, the retired Judge John Alexander, a diehard Gator that he is in the SJC, he'll come back and he'll rule in Chenelu's behalf right now if he possibly could. But that's where we are. It's Condon, I think, might have to think about it. Honestly, he might.
No, I think he goes.
Hey, the money's different, bro.
Goes.
You've said it to me
Exactly.
so many times. All right, this guy is back from vacay. He's fired up and he's ready to go.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
So a Sunsplash Tommy Mack joins us. And it is funny because we're minus a chair here. And you do look like you just grabbed the mic
I'm about
like,
to do
like
an
your dad
act here.
boss.
Yeah. How you fellas doing?
Doing great, bro.
Good to see you. You have a
Yeah.
good week?
Yeah, everything's good, man. Other than the Gators are out, and
I saw
kinda
most of
crying in
that
our
game
cups.
last night.
Yeah.
I thought when they came back from the 12 points, they would take over.
Thought they had
Didn't
it.
take it over, man.
I might
Their
have
bigs
wiped that
matched
there.
up well. I didn't watch a lot of basketball, but their bigs matched up well, and their guards aren't good enough. That's the problem.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
All right, what's coming up?
Oh man, we're gonna welcome me back to the show, which will be fun. We're gonna have a good time talking about the trip and getting into, of course, the Jags. We'll look at what's been happening, the Bobo signing.
Yeah.
Look back, look at March Madness, of course. Talk about the Gator game. Poor LB. She's all right though. We'll work it out and make sure she feels good by the end of the show. But yeah, all that and more, man. It's good to be back.
All right, hey, glad to have you back, Tommy. Thank you, buddy. That Bobo signing, they made a play, didn't get it. We told everybody earlier that Seattle has matched that contract, so that means they have to basically look around, see if there's anybody else that they can get to.
I love that when you asked Tommy, what do you guys do? And he said, well, first thing we're doing is welcome me back.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Love that.
And it's accurate as well.
Yes, of course it is.
But Florida fan is beside themselves right now. Totally get it. And you thought you had more.
I told you, bro.
Yeah.
I told you, until you do right by me, everything
I
you think
you
about
might
gonna
have
fail.
put some of that Sir sauce on us.
You guys are even now.
There we go. No, we're not even.
Starting fresh. Oh.
Not yet.
He's like, I will never forget. I already told you my reasoning. I can't have another trophy down there in the 305.
Of course not.
No way. That would have just torn me up if that happened. All right, we're done. Mocama Beer Company, thanks to them. They're never done. Open all the time, 7 days a week, trying to take care of you with delicious craft, great menus, music, arts market, you name it. They got all sorts of stuff happening every week. Make sure you log on mocama.com and pick up some great craft. We're done. Big Sirs, Maddie, Josie, and JJ.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford.